Hey folks, hope you're all doing well out there. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my top 3 go-to fishing knots. Now, by no means am I saying that these are the best knots out there. These just happen to be, I would say, the top 3 knots that I use a majority of the time when I'm out there on the water. I find that they're pretty simple and easy to learn, and they're also pretty strong and effective as well. Now, I do want to clarify that I generally tend to fish primarily with monofilament line, and so these knots are primarily going to work well with mono. And the reason I say that is because not all fishing knots work equally as well on all different types of fishing line. If you were looking for knots for, say, maybe if you're using braided line or something else, this might not be the video for you. I might do that in a future video. So with that being said, let's get started on the very first one. All right, so the first knot I'm going to show you is called the clinch knot. This is the knot that I use by far most often when I'm out on the water. And to be honest, it's pretty simple to use. Actually, this was the first knot that I ever learned how to make. So all you're going to really do is you're going to feed the line through the eye hole. And you're going to want to twirl the hook or the lure, whatever you're using, about 5 or 6 times. 3, 4, 5, like that. And then down here by the eye hole where you've got that open loop, I'm going to take my, my tag end and I'm going to actually feed it through that little loop down there. And when you do that, you'll notice I formed another loop up at the top here. I'm going to take my tag end and I'm going to feed it through that loop. Pull down. And then, of course, you're going to want to clip some of the tag end off. And there you go. Pull on it to make sure it's secure. And that's the clinch knot. Pretty simple. Now, with all of these hooks that I'm showing you, if any of these are new and you want to try them, you can always go back and replay the video and maybe try to follow along as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The second knot I want to show you guys is called the Triling knot. This is, again, another pretty simple yet very effective knot. All we're going to do here is put the line through the eye hole, but this time we're going to do it twice. So you should have a loop like this. And then I'm going to wrap my tag end here about 4 or 5 times around my main line. We'll just do 4 for demonstration purposes there. And then what you're going to want to do, you'll notice I've got 2 loops here in the middle. You're going to want to take that tag end and you're going to want to stick it through both loops at the same time. Go ahead, pull down. Make sure it's secure. Clip off the tag end. And that is the Triling knot. It's a pretty simple knot. I would say compared to the clinch knot, I think this one's probably a little bit stronger. It's very rare that I ever have a fish break me off with this knot. It's pretty strong. But yeah, that's the Triling knot. All right, so the final knot I'm going to show you is called the Knotless Knot. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I actually learned this knot from the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel. I will say this knot, you're not going to be able to do it directly on your main line. You'd have to do this if you're using a leader, and you'll see why in a moment here. But all you do with this one, you're gonna actually stick the one end of your leader through the top of the eye hole here, like this. And then you're gonna wrap your line around the shank 2, 3, 4, about 5 times. And then this is why you have to use a leader. You're gonna take this other free end here and you're gonna stick that through the eye hole now from the bottom and pull it up like that. And you'll notice, even though technically there isn't a knot, I can pull on that as hard as I want. That hook is not gonna come off. That is on there nice and secure. In fact, the harder a fish actually pulls on this, the tighter that line actually wraps around the hook. I can't think of a time that I ever actually had a line break using this, this setup. The first time I saw it, I thought to myself, there's no way that that could possibly hold a big fish, but give it a try. I think you would be very surprised at how well this knot works. And that's gonna do it, folks. Those are my top 3 go-to fishing knots that I use anytime I'm fishing monofilament. Again, as I stated earlier, by no means am I saying these are the best knots in the world. These just happen to be the ones that I use most often, and from experience, they have worked very well for me. If you guys have any questions about anything I said or showed in this video, go ahead and comment below. Also, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button below. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks.